everyone. My name is Jasmine Sutherland, and as of this recording, I am a fourth year at the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication, and this is your Legal Launchpad. In this episode, we conclude our conversation with Dr. Erika Hill, the director of the FAMU Legal Scholars Program, on the ins and outs of the FAMU College of Law admissions process. This is your Legal Launchpad.
Your Legal Launchpad.
How do you see the landscape of law school admissions changing in the next 5 years, and what should prospective students be aware of?
Well, there are some proposed changes out there from the American Bar Association. You'll hear us say the ABA, who's the accrediting body for all law schools. So one of the things that they are considering is removing the requirement for the LSAT, that students may not have to take the test to come in. So now we can only look at your academics or whatever a particular school decides to do from that. So in that case, you probably have schools that are going to look at more rigorous writing. I mean, we're really going to deep dive now into your undergraduate academic career. You'll probably have schools that are going to do more interviews or use the software where you can do the interview and email it to us from that. Or schools that are going to have students come in the summer or spend more time with them. One of the things that I'm pushing for the students at FAMU who are going, we have an undergraduate research program. I say get in that program, you get a faculty mentor and you're learning how to write. And it's at least a 6 months program. So rather you decide to come to FAMU or you're going somewhere else, that's going to be beneficial. Because if we don't have the tests, then we're going to have to find mechanisms still to make sure that we're going to get students who are going to be successful, right? And that's the main thing, getting well-qualified students who we believe will be successful in law school.
What do you think the future of AI and admissions will be, especially with this change that may happen?
Absolutely. Students use it now. But I tell them, let's think about it. We give students Grammarly, right? The schools give you Grammarly, right? In that process. And that's to help with your writing. That's to edit. But I tell students, you go ahead and still do what you do. You write. You put your thoughts, your things there. And if it's moving a comma or a word change or those things. But I think we can't run from it. We must embrace it.
Absolutely.
To have students use it responsibly. I have an assignment for my students where they have to create a study guide for themselves using AI. They have to create flashcards using AI, those type of things. So that's going to help you before, right? There are so many different programs out there where you can take your a PowerPoint and you can take the notes from a professor and you can put it in something, and guess what it does? It creates a podcast that the student can hear. And it has two voices, but it's your work. And that's the thing that I would like for students to understand. No matter what you use it to polish, that is an extension. It's not the primary source. You still have to use your knowledge, skills, and abilities first.
That's how you use AI responsible. Man. Okay, so how does FAMU's location in Orlando provide students with distinct advantages in terms of networking, internships, and career development?
I think we are perfectly positioned for that, especially like the location. We're right here downtown. When you pass by, you're definitely going to see the building when you're going over I-4. We are here, urban downtown. There are so many law firms. So when students are trying to get their field experience or experiential experience, they can work with the law firms that we partner with. Before the law school is in its current location, it was right across the street, downtown, and on, is it Orange? So where the law firms were in that area. So we have a partnership with them. We have a voice, but it's also here. We were here to put here to help with the community, which is Paramore, which is right here. So we still have the social responsibility, civic responsibility to not just, produce lawyers, but to also, when those lawyers are produced, that in turn makes our community better in that particular place. We're in the middle of the state. Airports are good. I think if you want to be out, right? If you don't want to be in the hustle and bustle of things, then you have that opportunity as well. If you want to come in the city, of course, Orlando is known as the city beautiful, and people decide and they come and they want to go out to Disney, you can do that as well. So as far as being positioned in a place, and then the growth that's here, this consistent growth in the legal field, even, where we're sitting right now, we're across the street from a federal courthouse. We're across the street from a U.S. bankruptcy court. Right in front of us, we have, the state agencies, everything. Yeah. So we are in a hub. We're centered in the hub of what I would say was government and law right here. Our students can walk to that. So those things are part of our campus.
Your Legal Launchpad.
I think it's important for undergraduate students to know what support and resources are available on main campus to assist them with their journey to law school.
Your Legal Launchpad.
Well, now let's take it back to Tallahassee's campus, the main campus. Can we talk about the advantages that law students have at the Tallahassee campus?
Pre-law students or prospective students, because we don't have law students in Tallahassee, right? So these are students who are there. Yes. So as I stated, I'm also director of our Legal Scholars Program on main campus. Of course, we are satellite office here. We're not on our main campus, right? We're not standalone, right? The building is here by itself, but we've always had the support of our main campus. And I think having that office on campus shows that type of support. And I say that because we have students who come in for tours here. We have students who come in to speak with our admissions officers and counselors. They can come from Valencia, they can come from UCF, other places here. But what about our students on main campus?
Yeah.
So now that we actually have someone who is connected to the law school, who works for the law school, who knows the policies, who knows the process of getting into law school, who knows what the admissions committee is looking for, who can bring that experience to main campus and have those conversations. Now, a student can get out of class and they can walk from Sampson, from their own dorm, and say, hey, I want to talk to somebody, about FAMU law, and it's there. So they still have that advantage. That's something that they don't have to come here. Of course, we tell them, especially this weekend, come see what we have. There's nothing like going somewhere and kicking the tires. I tell students, no matter where you're going to law school, if you get in somewhere, go inside to see how it feels, see what that environment is, talk to the faculty, talk to the students, talk to that. And our students get that opportunity all the time because our dean comes on main campus.
Yes.
We have faculty senate members that come on campus. We have other offices that will come on to the campus so we can have that relationship. So they can already feel comfortable with us so that making that transition from Tallahassee here even smoother. So I always tell our students, welcome home, right?
Yes,
welcome home. It's home. So rather the starting point is to get them here. Absolutely. I tell them we're there to help them that 4 years process while they're doing their undergraduate year to prepare them and to help them strengthen or even pack that toolkit, right, of skills that's going to help them in law school and help them with that transition here. So not only do we want them to come here, we want them to stay once they're here.
Absolutely. I am so happy to sit here with you. You gave us so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Your Legal Launchpad by Florida A&M University College of Law. Origin, Jasmine Sutherland. Hosts, Amber Newsom and Jasmine Sutherland. Producers, Crystal Eugene, Cynthia Germain, Kayla Joseph, and Leanna O'Sullivan. Camera, Kayla Joseph and Leanna O'Sullivan. Audio, Riley Gibson. Set design, Crystal Eugene and Cynthia Germain. Editing, Riley Gibson. Intro voice actress, Riche DeVault. Credits voice actor, Riley Gibson. Executive producers, Mildred Graham and Robin Holmes.
Hey, it's Amber. Thank you for watching Your Legal Launchpad. Stay tuned for the next episode. We will be discussing the history of the College of Law with Professor Reginald Mitchell. See ya!